Hi, it's Maria here. Thank you for joining me on my Artist Maria Burke channel today. Today I am painting this picture, and it's all about roses. Rambling Roses really is the title I've given to it. And I've started this painting by just putting down an orange background, just really roughly. I put an orange undercoat in acrylic paint, kind of an orangey peachy colour, and I'm painting over it, as you can see, just working away. It's pretty expressive. There's no plan. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no real plan to it. I'm just letting, I'm not using any photographs or anything. I'm not working from anything, any pictures. I'm just working from my head. So just filling in these lines, and really for me, just painting these are like branches or bits of foliage that are just growing up through the paper or through the canvas. And I often think of, when I'm doing a landscape like this or doing a painting of foliage or gardens, I often think, what is underneath the flowers? What do you start with? And you start with the mud and the earth, and you start with the brambles and the weeds and the undergrowth and the brown and whatever is underneath the flowers. You've got your creepy crawlies, your spiders, your worms, your bugs, and you've just got a whole world, a whole everything. Just so, if you could get a magnifying glass and just look at what's under there, obviously you do in nature films, you just see so much going on. So sometimes I just that's what I'm thinking of when I'm starting the painting. I'm not trying to think about what's on top. I'm not trying to impose roses or flowers onto my canvas. I'm trying to paint the mess, to paint the undergrowth, to paint, and it's not a mess, it's perfect, it's God's perfect design, but what's going to come out of it, I try and look at what is this tangle that's underneath, and work on top of that then, and see what emerges from that, so that I'm not imposing something on top of it, but that something is coming out of the tangle and the undergrowth. And I know a lot of people call what's in the undergrowth weeds and briars and tangles. I always think it's funny, a briar is a briar all year round, but when it starts bearing fruit, it becomes a raspberry bush or a blackberry bush. It's not a briar anymore. It's not a weed. And for me, I paint a lot of weeds. For me, the weeds are wildflowers. So it's all fascinating. It's all amazing to paint. So I'm calling this, the Rambling Roses. So I'm kind of rambling on about it now. But just to get back at what I'm doing, I've just thrown on colour. I've thrown on a bit of lighter colour in the background, and now I'm scraping back. And this is really my drawing. A lot of people draw, and often I do draw with pencil or with colouring pencils, even with markers. But here what I'm doing is I'm scraping a lot of that wet colour, that wet acrylic paint that I've put on. I'm scraping it back, and that's giving me, so here I'm giving it, I've just found a good palette knife that I can really see the drawing coming through. So I'm scraping back the dark colours that I've put on, and that's giving me lovely marks. I like the marks anyway that appear when I use this technique. And it's not as contrived as if I drew it with pencil or if I painted it on with the brush. It's not so contrived. It's I think the marks that I scrape back remind me of the kind of jagged marks of the bushes and the undergrowth, the thorns and the tendrils. And so really, I mean, it's just very free, and I'm still just playing around. And as the painting goes on, you'll see me, when I finish doing the scraping and mark making, I will start adding in colours, adding in the greens for the leaves, building up the leaves, and then putting in the flower buds. And the painting just emerges like that. So I have speeded this up to, oh my goodness, that's very fast. I've speeded that up to more than double the speed. I think it's probably because my hand actually was moving really fast that when I speeded it up, it looked really, really fast. So I'm just scraping off any kind of bulges or any kind of accumulation of paint that remained on the canvas. One thing, as I'm painting these paintings, I'm painting in my attic, and in the attic I've got skylights, and I love using the natural light, and I'm really blessed that I have, it's just natural light, it's gorgeous. But here where I live in Ireland, there's clouds one minute, there's sunshine the next minute. So the light changes very, very dramatically, and I can't control it. So sometimes the painting, it looks a completely different colour in one light than in another light. But I do choose to work in natural light. I don't have any artificial lighting, and I'm not working, especially in the summertime, I'm not working at night time. So at the moment I'm working during the daylight hours, and sometimes it can be very dramatic when a cloud passes, or when it starts to rain, or when the sun comes out. So yeah, so sometimes you may think, I wonder, is this a different version of the painting? But it's just that the lighting has changed because of what's going on over the skylights in the room, in the attic where I'm painting. So it's a very direct light coming down over me. And so I'm just adding in the light, and really this is almost like the light coming down through the skylights in my attic. It's just like a light bursting into a forest or bursting into this undergrowth. And you'll see after a while the roses begin to appear, and I put in a lot of green foliage, and that starts coming into the painting. So I'm going to let you watch the rest of the video without doing any more voiceover, and I hope you watch it right through to the end and see how it turned out, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any comments, do share with me, and please remember to subscribe. If you subscribe, you will know when the next time a video comes out. If you're learning something from this, you'll know the next time a video comes out. You'll get notified of it. And I almost regard this like an art journal. It's like my journey, and I can see my work is developing, and it really is because I'm making these videos and putting them out on a weekly basis. I'm recording what I'm doing, and it's keeping me motivated to keep going. And as well, it's great for me to be able to look back at the work I've previously done and learn. I'm learning actually from my own videos where I went wrong. A lot of this stuff I don't put up. A lot of the videos that go wrong, the paintings that go wrong, I don't post those up. But I have them, and I learn from my mistakes and where I went wrong in them. And I learn also from what I've done right. And I can go back and look at those videos again when I go off track and kind of get myself back on track. So I'm just finding that recording my work is really helping me develop. So the whole process, this YouTube channel is like it's like a journal or just a documentation of this process, and my work is changing. It really is changing very much. If you go back and look at the earlier videos, it has really changed and gone in different directions. But at the moment, I'm happy with the way it's going. I really enjoy this direction of the wildflowers and the garden theme that I'm working on. So I hope you like it too, and I hope you understand what's going on. If you don't, please let me know. So join me again next time, and have a great day, and God bless, and happy painting. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.